don't run, walk slowly.
Don't run.
How are you?
How's it going?
Welcome to the hashtag Tit Pre-Show here in New York City.
Yes. We're a little bit close. I feel like we should back off a teeny bit.
Feels like, ew, oh my god, wow, sorry.
I did a bit of shuffle and now I feel better. Hello!
Don't we all?
We are happy to
Phil,
be
what
here.
the hell is the Tit Pre-Show?
The Tit Pre-Show is the show that is before the show, where you learn all about us because you've asked some unhinged questions and put them inside.
No.
The
They don't have to be unhinged questions. Are they going to be unhinged questions? Okay, yes.
Yes. I'm seeing a lot of nods. I feel like they're going to be unhinged.
I just got to say, you know, this could have been a nice intellectual conversation.
It could have.
We could have talked about the important things in life: theology, philosophy, philology.
But we have some mail.
Does that make anyone else deeply uncomfortable? Yeah, okay, thank you.
Okay, how full will she be today? Oh!
Why is it got a gender? Okay.
Stop.
Oh, thanks.
Take a wad, lad.
Oh,
No.
alright, fuck that person, I guess.
No. Okay, who's going first?
Alright, the first question of the day
Dan,
usually
apparently.
sets the tone for the audience, right? Here we go. Oh my.
Here's the tone.
Would you rather eat a poop sandwich or have the best sex of your life with Lin-Manuel Miranda?
What is this question? I refuse. I'm not playing the game.
I choose death.
Okay.
Right?
I will join
like
you.
God's lightning right now. You know what I mean? Okay, great start. Right, this is going to be a real fun one. Thanks, New York.
Thoughts on Top Gun, the movie? Oh,
I wonder who asked that.
we have a Top Gun fan.
Top Gun is the gayest movie ever made.
It is.
Which is funny because I think straight men thought it was for them. It's not.
It's not.
No.
I introduced Dan to Top Gun. It was quite recently. It was before the first Top Gun, the new Top Gun film
Just
came
in
out.
time to almost care
And
about
Dan
that
was
good
like,
but less
do
gay
I want to
movie.
see this sport movie about flying planes? I was like, Dan, it is the
Yeah.
gayest thing ever.
It's an anime.
It
Okay.
is. Love it.
What is your phone background?
Oh.
I'm boring. So I have like the Apple Where Am I on Earth right now background.
Where
I
are
don't
you?
like context, memories, or colors. So I just have like, you know, this picture of the Earth, and I'm like, oh yeah, America. That's where I am. Okay, yeah.
That's just because you never know where we are. You're like, we're on tour. Where are we again? Oh yeah.
Well, it's because people keep being like, oh, we're in Kansas City. I was like, we're in Kansas. No, we're in Missouri. And I'm like, what? America, explain.
America's confusing, man.
Exactly.
I've got some forest, but I don't know where it is. I've got the rotating nature picture of the day that I've taken. So I've got a forest.
Okay.
A forest.
Alright. Hi guys, hi. I'm the one that gave Dan his dinosaur onesie years ago.
No.
This is my biggest impact on fandom. You mean your biggest impact on world history?
That's crazy.
Okay. Hell
I
yeah.
can't believe Yes, I can't believe I put a slingshot between my legs and fired cereal at you in a video.
Neither can I. I've compartmentalized that.
I feel like
Okay.
people would have to pay a premium subscription for that nowadays.
Oh dear.
It was a
Okay.
lot, wasn't it?
Right.
Remember how hard it hit you?
Yes, it was horrible.
It was like,
I'm trying to forget it, Phil. Stop bringing it back. Okay, thank you.
This just says beans. Beans.
Is that a question or just a statement? Beans.
It's just a statement.
Fuck yeah. Oh, great. Loving my life. Fuck, marry, kill, Lady Door, NordVPN, and Flame Susan.
Oh! Well, speaking of NordVPN,
Do you have any idea?
did you know that if you use the code now, I would, what am I doing? I would marry Flame Susan. I would fuck the VPN. What's the next
Well,
one?
the VPN's not going to tell anyone, you know what I mean?
I would kill Lady Dot. I feel like I feel bad
Oh,
that
what?
I released that upon the world.
Yeah, you did ruin Earth with that one, Phil. Go on.
Dan, what did you forget to pack?
What? Okay.
I remembered something at the last minute and I may have stored it somewhere
Oh,
on
for
this
God's
stage.
sake. No, Phil is so goddamn... like, you'll find out.
You'll
this
find
is a
out.
threat. Phil, we only had one suitcase for 3 months in America, and let's just say Phil took up most of one half of his suitcase with a thing. Okay?
Yes.
Right.
Hey guys, where is the gay stored in your body? Mine is in my elbow. Great to know.
The wrist. You know what I mean? Yeah.
It's in the wrist.
I don't mean Phil are really big, but we have really thin wrists. Look how dainty our wrists are.
Yeah. Pretty dainty.
We're not meant to hold heavy things.
We are not.
Other than the weight of all of your trauma.
I think my gaze is stored in my legs. They just don't know what they're doing. Do you?
Okay.
Have you guys ever ridden the subway in New York? Yes, we rode it yesterday.
We got the subway.
And I was like, we can do this. We know where we're going. We got the R train. And
we were like, we got to the platform, we saw the train rock up, and we were like, oh my god, it's gonna go quickly, get on it. And then they went, the next stop is 28th Street, and we were like, we got on the wrong train.
We got on the wrong train.
Just because it's the yellow platform doesn't mean that all the trains are going in the same direction, and we were like, fuck! And someone said, are you gonna meet us in half an hour? And we were like,
no. No offense, it's slightly more confusing than the London subway system, but I had a good time.
We're also just useless in game. Instead of a dog or a cat, why not a raccoon? Hashtag raccoon truther.
Honestly,
I would love that.
I would enjoy a raccoon as a pet. I mean, they're the best things, right?
I agree. It's like, do you have any idea how sad it is to be European and we don't have raccoons?
I know. I mean, it's great that we got.
Devastating.
It's great that we got the dwarves, but not the. I was trying to do a New York dog, but that was terrible. Dwarf. No. Dwarf.
Is the New York in the room with us right now, Phil?
That was pretty good at the end.
Oh, this is another
No,
New York question. If you had a bodega cat, what would you name it and what type of cat would it be? It would be an orange cat and it would be called Clint.
Clint? I was thinking
Clint would hiss at all men.
Yeah. I was thinking it would be called Susan 37. Who would you headcanon yourself as in the How to House?
Ooh.
I think I'm the porcelain pig with the big ass.
Yeah. Okay. I'd be like that new thing which is the wall partition that has all the candles in it that's made out of wood but is also made out of candles, so at any moment it's just gonna like fucking go up in flames.
Yeah. I'm keeping all the ones I've already asked.
Team Edward or Team Jacob?
Jacob! Well, you don't want the furry man that turns into a wolf.
Phil's feeling very strongly about
You
this.
want the icy cold,
We've decided.
glittery vampire.
What is a YouTube comment that really gagged you? It's like with our audience, it's hard to tell sometimes if people are trolling or if they're really living that life.
Yeah.
I saw a comment the other day that said, watching this as I'm pushing something out of my cervix.
Oh my god.
And I was like, someone could be in like the long period of labor right now, and I'm like, they're probably joking in the way that's like, I'm enjoying this baking video, but I thought, this is probably also happening right now.
Yeah. Just so long as you're not watching Danical Crafts while giving birth, I think that would be too much.
No.
Favorite dinosaur, name or describe it? Oh, I want to do both.
I think that me and Phil are respectively very Triceratops and Stegosaurus coded.
Yeah.
In that I have like a spiky front, but I'm like actually really soft from behind, whereas Phil has like a tiny pea brain. But they're just like nasty spikes everywhere. Just like painful, sharp.
I'll spike your face.
Exactly. Okay. Hi, my straight boyfriend will be seeing the show tonight. What should I say to warn him? Run.
Run! Well, you still
over.
can.
Oh my god, you'll never get these brain cells back.
It's going to be a lot. Dan, will you please make a video about your roller coaster obsession? I need to know more.
Do you? Yeah, so it's like the My Anime List, except the super hyperfixation nerd fucking version. Okay.
Yeah. We went to Six Flags Great Adventure the other day. And Dan was like, we should go on King Dakar, which is the highest roller coaster in the world. And I was like, is that going to be really intense? You're like, no, it's not too bad.
Look, it's going to be over in 8 seconds. Like, it's fine.
It was the scariest experience of my entire life.
Afterwards, everyone was like, woo! And I was like, Phil, did you enjoy it?
I cried. And not because I was scared, just because I was just so overwhelmed.
It was just a lot, you know what I mean?
It was a lot to go through in
we barely get off the couch, we're not used to feeling wind in our face, so like having a lot of air in the eyeballs was a bit like, oh,
it was just too
environment,
much.
Okay.
They've closed it forever now, because I ruined it with my tears.
Fuck yeah, Phil. Phil shit on it, and now they're demolishing it, that's what you're saying. Dan, Phil, solve the age-old question, brownie centerpiece or corner piece?
I'm confused by this question. Oh, brownies! I was like, what am I thinking about? Obviously the corner piece.
Corner piece.
Because then you get more crunchies, like you get more of a kind of ratio of crunchies and softies.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Who will be your number one artist
Obviously.
on Spotify Rap this year?
Danica Beats.
What it actually is.
I mean, we listen to a lot of Danica
That's
Beats.
going to be an embarrassing share on the Instagram at the end of the year. Okay.
Philip. Oh, I thought you were asking me a question.
He's a Pokemon. No, go on. Yeah.
What's the question?
I'm asking you what the fucking question you're holding.
My sister is having twins. Help me convince her to name them Dan and Phil. Okay.
Dan, a classic name,
Yes.
can't go wrong. Can be Danny, Danielle, Dan, what?
The name Philip is declining. I looked at a chart and it's like, boom. Like, the name Philip is the name of a 60-year-old man.
Yeah, it's like that one tweet of the person that saw a picture of Phil and didn't know who he was and said, how can you pop your pussy to a name called Phil?
Yes.
And it's like, yeah, you know what I mean?
We need to bring it back, though. It needs to have a Philip Renaissance.
Okay.
And starting with your child.
Oh, here we go. Would you still love us if we were worms? That
No.
couldn't press the Dragon City spawn button.
No. If you were worms, I think I'd be scared. I'd have to call the army and be like, something's going on here.
The fucking army.
I don't know.
Yo.
They'd put you in a little lab and experiment on you. I think I'd release you into the wild before I told the army.
That was such a deeper and weirder answer than I expected.
I don't know.
Hi Dan, when are you going to let Phil play the games?
Look,
I would love to not have to play every... I would let Phil play the games when Phil can play the games.
if we do console games, I'm fine. But it's if I've got to use the keyboard, I'm so terrible it would just make an awful gaming video.
He's wasp-phobic.
They'd just be
It's
like,
okay.
why can't you do level 1? It's been 8 hours. And I'm just like, I can't. What have I been doing?
How do you feel being the models that young trans men show a hairdresser for their first gender-affirming haircut?
I feel like you're improving on what we've
Yeah, I
already
feel
done.
like we're like the basic NPC appearance for trans masks, and they're like, it's a good starting point. In 2 weeks, I'll have gone way past it. Yeah. They can tell there's sugar in the bread in America,
There is,
right?
yeah.
Like, Phil's not used to it.
Everything has sugar in here.
Yes, go on, Phil.
Dan and Phil walk into a bar. Oh, speaking of sugar, what are they ordering? I ask for the sweetest drink that they have because I'm not the fan of like the alcohol-y tasting, like deep.
No, Phil
drinks.
wants everything to be a Fanta, so
Yeah.
he'll walk up to a bartender and be like, give me sugar right now. If it ain't long and pink, I don't want it.
Has to has to have a fun name. Has to have a fun name and it has to be colourful. Like,
Yeah.
I ordered one last night, it was called like Japan Lights. And I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be amazing. It was clear. I was like, where the frick are the
Hello,
lights?
where's the boba? Come on.
Oh my god.
What socks are you wearing right now? That is a certified serial killer question.
Oh my God.
Okay, I don't like that. I'm wearing some
Blue.
grey and black socks. Blue.
Blue.
Wow,
I'm
exciting.
matching the set.
Don't want to know what you're going to do with that information. Okay. Philip.
Philip, tell the truth. What were you all on in the Google feud video? We're never gonna live this down, are we?
We're like, guys, we're just tired. And you were like, yeah, tired of not hitting that Zaza for 5 minutes. Okay.
We are just like that all the time. I
Yeah,
hope you
like
realise.
that's us on Dan and Phil. Like Dan and Phil, not even once.
I feel like
honestly.
Phil on drugs would be so annoying, to be honest.
Oh my god, the yapping. I don't want to know.
That'd be so annoying.
Okay, here we go.
Hello.
Do you wear wigs? Have you worn wigs? Will you wear
Stop
wigs?
it.
When will you wear wigs? This is Phil's wearing a wig.
I am.
No one can go that perfectly blonde that
Do you
quickly.
really think this is my hair?
Sus as fuck.
Yeah. What's your favorite type of technology that you guys own? Laptop, iPad, Switch?
Also phrased like a true serial killer.
Also.
You're a socks person. I don't want to know.
See, I've transitioned into a phone guy, but Dan is still a laptop guy. I think I'm.
I like real estate. You know what I mean? I need 15 tabs open at the same time.
But if I'm like booking a holiday, that is a computer activity. That's, you know what I mean? Everything else on my phone.
I like the printer in my house because it's irrelevant, and sometimes I walk past it and I'm like, why do you exist? Whenever someone asks me to print something, like if I'm like going to the bank and they're like, you need to print something off, I'm like, what is paper?
What is happening?
Shut up! And then I see this thing in the house and I'm like, what are you? You saucy little old thing.
Oh my
I'll never
gosh.
forget you.
That's why I was wondering why you were talking to the printer. You're just having like,
Fuck yeah.
weirdly sexual conversations.
Dan. Fuck you, Phil. What would you say to someone like me who does not like condiments?
Oh. I mean,
security.
dips are a way of life, aren't they, to be honest? Which Pokemon would you be realistically?
Well, you keep saying Philip, so I think we've established that.
I would be Machoke.
Phil would be a Lickitung. And I'd be a Ghastly, just trying to hide, you know what I mean?
Hello.
Ooh,
What?
give us a word with rare energy.
Ooh.
There's a drawing of an angry hamster.
Oh my gosh. Rare energy. Glinting. Oh, that's rare.
Globule.
Ugh. There was a glinting globule.
Ooh.
When I ate it. Do
The
you,
sugar crash has come.
Yeah.
Guys, it's over.
do you stop playing It Takes Two because you hate women or gay people or both? Oh
Yes.
my god. One day we will play it.
You know how like people that actually have good gaming channels like play the whole game? Like people like Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, they'll do like a whole horror game and put a 2-hour video. Well, we were like, oh my god, maybe we should do like the whole of It Takes Two in one video. And then we Googled it and they were like, that's 14 and a half hours. And we were like, no.
No.
We are medical students. What advice do you have for us?
Don't eat super glue.
Don't eat super glue. Yeah, this is called the glabella. You might need that one day. Very important.
Are you sock repeaters, smelly sock? No, new sock every day, guys.
Ew! Sock repeaters on a tour. We can't be doing that. You'd smell it.
No, I would never repeat a sock. Who's giving more Kiki vibe? Who's giving more Boba? If you don't know, Kiki's like a spiky and Boba's like a blow. I think
obviously Kiki.
No. Here's the thing. I think you have the personality of a Kiki, but you look like a Boba.
Yo!
I think
Whereas you're so boba on the inside, and yet you're like
I look
all
like a Kiki.
like Kiki
I'm
and
quite
stuff.
angular.
Like, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes so much sense.
So
if
best
you
of
were a
both.
vape flavor, what vape flavor would you be?
I think I'd be a bubblegum.
I'd be like menthol, and Phil would be like quadruple mango. You know, one of those ones where you're like, whoa, this has really got the 4 times mango, and some guy puffs it at you, and you're like,
Oh. Daniel, would you let Art the Clown hit it?
like with a hammer, or I feel like,
No. I've never seen these films, but I know it's like very horrible, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you better, otherwise something nasty is going to happen to you, Phil. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
All right.
Clowns scare me a little bit. Do you guys have a favorite and least favorite thing about NYC?
Oh, my favorite thing is the beautiful people.
I also like knowing that I'm so close to rats all the time.
Same.
And my least favorite thing, I think everyone honks their horns a little bit too much. It's like, we know you're driving your car. Like,
Yeah, it's like, okay, it literally doesn't make you go faster. Yeah.
I'm driving still. Oh, that's just making a noise.
But he loves the rats.
I love the rats.
Wonderful, thank you.
Yes.
Well, I now have a very important job, which is to take a commemorative selfie. So if you want to sort out your hair, go, quickly.
Great check.
Right, let me see what I'm working with here. This is the widest fucking room.